At the beginning of the Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln sought to preserve the Union. But abolitionists such as Frederick Douglass pushed for more. He wanted slavery and the abolition of slavery to be the focus of the war. When Abraham Lincoln issued his Emancipation Proclamation, he included as a provision of the proclamation that all persons of suitable condition, including the African American men associated in the Emancipation Proclamation, would be received into the armed services of the United States. In February of 1863, the abolitionist governor John A. Andrew of Massachusetts issued the Civil War's first call for black soldiers. Massachusetts did not have many African American residents, but by the time the 54th Infantry Regiment headed off to training camp 2 weeks later, more than 1,000 men had volunteered. Frederick Douglass's sons, Charles and Lewis, were among the first to volunteer to fight with the 54th Massachusetts. Charles, only 19 years of age, suffered from a lung condition that didn't allow him to serve in actual combat. Lewis, however, went on to serve in some of the major battles of the Civil War. Lewis Douglass was wounded during the assault on Fort Wagner on July 18, 1863. You can see it marked on his enlistment papers. Wounded in the assault on Fort Wagner, July 18, 1863. Although considered a tactical defeat, the Battle of Fort Wagner proved to the nation the bravery of black troops. The Emancipation Proclamation changed the aim of the Civil War to include the freeing of slaves, in addition to preserving the Union. Although the proclamation initially freed only slaves in the rebellious states, by the end of the war the proclamation had influenced and prepared citizens to advocate and accept abolition for all slaves in both the North and South. The 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery in the United States, was passed on December 6, 1865. As we recognize the contributions of President Abraham Lincoln, we must also recognize the contributions of black men such as included in the 54th Massachusetts.